Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. And this week I checked out 65. That's right, I actually have some type of physical media here. I just bought it over at the Chinese market, a few weeks ago because, well, let's just say I have my own reasons. And anyways, this 2023 film was directed by Scott Beck and Bryan Woods and stars Adam Driver, Ariana Greenblatt, and Chloe Coleman, among others, of course. The story of this movie is that Adam Driver is a space pilot, and then one day while traveling, years away from his home planet, he comes across Earth and he hits an asteroid and crash lands on Earth. It's also 65 million years ago. And so he's there, he kind of gives up, he says, "Don't come rescue me." But then he finds out that there's a girl that actually survived the crash with him. And so now he has to, team up with the girl and find some way to get off of the planet. And so they have to, travel through the valley and get to their, I guess, escape vehicle or whatever. There's also like this ticking clock element that the asteroid that destroyed all the dinosaurs is also hurtling towards Earth and is set to make impact in a few days. So of course, they gotta fight through all of these different dinosaurs to get to their escape vessel. Will they though? Will they make it off this planet 65 million years ago? Well, for that, you gotta watch the movie and find out. Alright, so let's discuss this movie. So what works with it? Well, it works with the dinosaurs. Like, if you are just looking to see dinosaurs, this is a great movie for you. There is quite a few dinosaur stuff. It seems like there's always something happening with the dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs are different sizes, and just kind of random things happen. Like, the dinosaur will just pop up and you'll have a 10-minute little thing with that dinosaur, and then, a 10-minute thing with another dinosaur. And so if you're just looking for dinosaurs, there is a ton of stuff with the dinosaurs in this one. So that's good. And they also look good as well. Certainly with the CGI in this one. I think like on IMDb, there's only like 6 actual actors listed, or 5 actors maybe. And so, a lot of the money is being, pushed over to the CGI, and it certainly does work. It looks good, and there's lots of dinosaur stuff. There is a problem with that, and we'll get to it, but, if you're just looking for dinosaurs, this is certainly something to watch. In addition, Adam Driver does a great job with his character in this one. He's a space pilot, but I think like Adam Driver, the human being, had training as like a Marine. So anytime he's got the gun, he's very kind of professional and efficient with it. And I don't know, it just adds to kind of the gravitas of his character. Like, you really kind of feel like this guy can do it. Like, that's kind of the best thing. You're rooting for him as well. And so Adam Driver, certainly with him and his acting and just his persona and, physicality on screen, I think, he certainly holds up with the movie. He does quite a bit of things. Like, it's always some dinosaur doing something to him. And so he's just working his way through it. But yeah, I would say Adam Driver certainly is something to watch out for in this one. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this movie. Well, first and foremost, the story is just nonsense. Like, it is just so forgettable the whole time. Like, I pressed play on this one and was like, wait a second, have I seen this movie? Like, for the first probably 45 minutes, I was like, have I seen this movie? Like, I really totally forgot that I may have watched it. I did, check if it was reviewed on Geek Legion and Doom, but I think it was just so forgettable that I couldn't do a review on it. And so now I'm doing one, I guess. But absolutely forgettable. The story with all the different dinosaur stuff, like, nothing is explained. Like, they're just going through it. Like, they don't take the time to explain anything. He's just a space pilot looking to get to the point B or whatever. And so yeah, that just makes it more forgettable. In addition, like, just every 10 minutes, like, something happens with the dinosaurs and it's just completely thrown away after that. Like, there is so many things that just like don't have any consequences to anything in the story. Like, there's one part where it's actually kind of funny. Like, the little girl wants to save this dinosaur out of this quicksand pit. And so they do that. And then the dinosaur like gets immediately eaten by like a bigger dinosaur. And so they just kind of like run away. And it's just like, so that had like no consequences whatsoever. There's just so many things like that where it's like, oh, this dinosaur popped up. Oh, we got to run for a little bit. Oh, all right. Next dinosaur, I guess. And so, yeah, absolutely forgettable. The dinosaur stuff is just what it is. It's just very blasé. It's just really just a big nothing burger, I would say, where there's no point to any of it. It's just absolutely pointless. Just if you're looking for dinosaur stuff, it's great. I would actually probably say with this movie in particular, it's entertaining, I would say, because something's always happening with the dinosaurs, but nothing is really happening, right? It's just kind of stuff that's happening. And so, yeah, it's forgettable. The dinosaurs are, fun, but there's too many of them and all of them are unconsequential to boot. So, yeah, it's like that, I would say. Other than that, this movie relies heavily on like 4 or 5 words. The girl like can't speak English, and Adam Driver has a broken translator, so he can't translate anything. And so like they are just saying the 4 same words over and over and over again. It's like run, mountain, family, home, or something like that. It's really just those 4 words over and over again. And it's just like, explain anything. Please just have like some dialogue about the dinosaurs, even if it's like talking to like an AI or something, or having an AI talk to you. It really kind of just makes it for a sillier watch that way, where it's really just things happening with dinosaurs, and every so often they say one of these 4 words, if you can believe that, right? So it's a very forgettable movie. I don't know what else to tell you. And lastly, I do have some other problems with it. Like, for example, their escape pod is 15 kilometers away, like 15 kilometers away, which is like a day's walk, I would say, but they take like a week to get over there. And that's something, as like a metric user, I know is not a very far distance away. I guess you could argue that it's, through dinosaur territory and whatnot, but at the same time, it's not very far. And what else? Oh, I had another problem with it. Oh, Adam Driver is an alien, I guess. Like they even say like 65 million years ago, before the advent of humanity, this guy crash lands on Earth. He looks exactly like a human, bleeds like a human, breathes like a human, eats like a human, but I guess he's not a human. And so he's supposed to be this alien. He even starts off, on his home planet. I think it's like Stomaeus or something. And who knows where that is, but I can't imagine that planet would produce humans if, it does happen. And so he's supposed to be an alien. I would have liked them to have embraced that. It's just like the whole thing, like, is he human? He's clearly not human, though. They tell us he's not human. And so seeing him as a human, he's Adam Driver, he's a human. And it's just, I would say, a problem. One of the many problems that people would have with this one. And as for a recommendation, I would say it's very forgettable. I would not even try to press play. But if you are just looking for some fun dinosaur stuff, like I said, a lot of stuff happens, which makes it entertaining while you're watching it. Just don't expect to remember it. So yeah, fun for the dinosaurs. Everything else, maybe not so much. As for a rating, well, ultimately, because so much stuff happens, and that kind of makes it easy to watch, I'm going to give it the 4. It certainly is okay to press play. It's probably like rated PG-13 too, so you could probably just, give it to a teenager to watch one night and whatever. And so yeah, ultimately, certainly is okay. And with that being said, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.